The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Auburn Tigers, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16.
First and 10.
They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll try the run. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Looking to throw on second down. Quickly complete. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
It's amazing in college football, the tight end position and how much has changed. Back in the day, you're a blocking guy, maybe you catch a flat route. Today, these guys have athleticism, and you just saw it from that dude after the catch on that last one.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
From the gun. Give on the inside. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. And don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. They've got the screen set up. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Oh, he dropped it! Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
I would love to tell you he should have gotten the first down and slid or got down, but that's not what running backs do. They're trying to get extra plays, and I know he had the first down, but he's thinking touchdown. That little bit of extra effort, you could tell, forced the turnover, forced the fumble, defense recovers.
Offense getting set for first down. Give to the running back. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he intercepts it. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Pressure coming. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. They make the tackle at the 36, but they're in plus territory now with the 15-yard pickup.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
On the option. Oh, it's loose. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way. He's into the open down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. What a play by the defense there. Loose football, country fumble, pick it up with room, scoop, and score.
No doubt, country versus city. When it's a country fumble, nobody around, I got to pick that puppy up and do some damage with it. Nice job seeing the situation, scooping it up, making a play.
And it's up and no good. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Fair Fair catch, called for and made. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Wolverines bringing the heat on the defensive front as they have so many times through the years.
Yeah, and you just think about guys that just look great in their youth. Big, strong, Aiden Hutchinson, Ajabo, a lot of these guys in the recent history, just they know how to get after the quarterbacks and make their life miserable.
He's looking for a man on second down. Trying to get to him. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously you don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Looking deep. And he bats it away, it falls incomplete.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception, but great coverage by the defender.
He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, running back gets to give. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior.
How about the play about the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Loss of 1. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 6, Auburn 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The RPO, it's complete. Oh, look at, got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
He's looking to throw. Floating away. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Michigan 12, Auburn 0.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Set to kick this one.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Out of the gun, the inside give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want it.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Oh, the speed, the acceleration, the elusiveness, and he's down to the 43.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. And how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Sends it downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. And the Tigers will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Makes the catch. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Gets it to the back. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. And he's got it! Touchdown, Auburn! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They march 78 yards down the field, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. Got a little room. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Wolverines. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. From inside his own 15, let's see how the ball pops out on the return. And they put it on the deck, but it gets out of bounds to avoid the turnover. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
And now on second down for this offense. Handoff from the gun. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Dumps it to the back. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the offense on first down. The back goes in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Afterburner's coming. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
This defense really needs to be careful, and they have to play with great eye discipline, understanding where the football is at all times. Moving forward, they have got to know if this guy has the ball, because he is dangerous in space.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. He's going to pass. Makes his connection.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to pass on second down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
They want to run this quarterback. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan. No step back at week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive.
Throw to the end zone. Picked off.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps
almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Auburn 7.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, and now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Snags it on the right. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Makes a connection. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Akron is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Charlie Fry, this offense is not capable of scoring points every single time it sees the ball. They're up by just one over San Jose State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
My philosophy on going for two is only when you have to. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Makes the grab in the end zone for the two as they extend the lead. So a dynamite play there, 99 yards. He took it back for the touchdown. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Coming out with it, it's Wolf. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no...
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it rolls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He wants to go deep. It's a big stride inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. This late in the half, here's the question: how aggressive will the play calling be? They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Tight end getting vertical. Got a lot of running room. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Hey, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He's got it. Did he get a foot down? He did. It's good for the 2. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Only 7 seconds remaining in the first half. Let's see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Corners are going to bail. Use the play fake. Now to throw. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Bulldozes his way through. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Michigan 40, Auburn 17.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. He's going to bring it out from deep. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This is a designed run. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Wolverines in the hurry up. Running back searching for a hole. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Here we go.
Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Motion from the offense. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on. And
I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Unloads quickly. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating, too.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Movement here from the tight end. side and finds a soft spot. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Gonna let it fly. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let... to beat us time and time again.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Wide out in motion. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion as they extend the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened to
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Gonna take a shot. Brings it down on the right side. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Auburn! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And how about the bomb? The long field all the way across the field. Big-time play, big-time throw. Receiver runs underneath it, takes it to the house. Huge play for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Hit the afterburners, kid. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the route is on. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Michigan, 54.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 17 sets a kick.
He'll bring it out. It's Wolf. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something.
Lost one deep down the right side. Got it in stride at the 15. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. Here comes the option. Now the toss.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
It's 3rd down and goal.
This offense desperate for a score here to try to stay in the game. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
The option look. He'll pitch it. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
36.
Going for the return. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over 1st and 10.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Power football with the run. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Quick release on the RPO. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. And they've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Got the first down and more. The expressway is wide open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. And here comes the offense on second down. The toss sweep to the right. Just plowing ahead. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
They're going to run it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Loss of 3. Brings up second and goal.
On the set. 29.
That's the end of the third quarter play. With the score, Michigan 50, Auburn 37.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
60, 36.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Here's the give off the left side. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Trying play action. Lets it fly on the move. He's got him wide open. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over, and maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Finds a man on the left. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. Looking to throw on second down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Wide receiver coming across in motion. It is third and long. Let's see what kind of arm he's got. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
He wants to take the top off. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And the interception was enough. The return made it even better as he gets it down to the 48-yard line.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receivers somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
He throws back to the left. That could be risky. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Now, how about that? This team is way up in this game, and they're still taking shots in the fourth quarter. There is no let-up.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer.
Feeling some heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure. They're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Another hit on the quarterback. All day long, this defense has been able to pin their ears back and get after this guy, and because of that, he's never gotten into a rhythm throwing the football, and that's why they find themselves trailing here late in the fourth quarter.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but
he's got it downfield for a huge gain. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Unleashes one. Got him downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense.
And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Have a day, young fella. 2 interceptions already? That's 3, 4, 5, 6 games for some people. A hot start, catching the football. He's acting like he's playing wide receiver out there. I might think about trying a different DB.
Pulls it in. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Third and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Smashes through the tackle. Nothing but green ahead. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got his man. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Number 15.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Wide receiver now comes in motion. It's complete on the right side. He'll make his way in for the 2, and now they're down by 16. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
44.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Smashes through. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down.
49. Cannon University, 24.
They'll try it on the ground. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
How about that? 4th down, I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the first down, and now Palmer just watching it go.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He
fires one high and deep. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you know what? You kind of deserve that. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot, but you gave him a little bit of hope.
He's looking to throw it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Timeout called by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. He wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Timeout called by the offense. We have 18 seconds left.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. At the 30. The 10. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wolverines. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. I guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
It's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Snapped it in the shotgun. They're bringing heat. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from it.